In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious, creamy dessert. It's called pineapple coconut panna cotta in the Instant Pot. Okay, folks, we're going to get right to this. Again, if you're seeing this video, it turned out. My guarantee and my commitment to anybody watching my channel is that this is a channel where I'm going to experiment. I'm going to find recipes on ChatGPT that I've never tried before. I'm going to do all the work and experimentation, make sure it works, and I'm going to film it as I'm doing it. If it doesn't work and if I do the taste test and it's no good, you won't see the recipe. That's my guarantee and my commitment. I've had a few, I can tell you, where I haven't uploaded. So I don't think this is going to be one of them, though. So let's get started. I have my egg bite molds here. I don't know which ones I'm going to use. I have these mini ones that I bought, and I haven't had a use for them yet. I may not today, but we'll see. This should be a really simple, easy recipe to make. Very few ingredients. We're going to go through it. But again, pineapple panna cotta. So we've got a cup of coconut milk we're going to use, and we're going to use a half a cup. It's supposed to be crushed pineapple. I can't find that in the stores. So I found pineapple tidbits. We're going to use that. And we want it drained. Again, a half a cup of drained pineapple tidbits or crushed pineapple. We're going to use a quarter cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we're going to use 1 packet of unflavored gelatin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this gelatin started. I'm going to get a little bowl. I'm going to combine 2 tablespoons of cold water with the gelatin and let that sit while I start warming up the coconut milk and the pineapple, the sugar, and the vanilla. And we don't want that to boil. We just want to warm it up so that we can dissolve the sugar. Then we're going to add the gelatin to it. So I'm going to bring you in as we start that process. This is not going to take long, and it's a short cook time, but a long time in the refrigerator for these to set. Again, we're making gelatin, so they have to cool, they have to harden and set after we cook them. So let's get to it. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, so here we go. So what I have in here is the cup of coconut milk. I must say, this coconut milk that I bought is probably one of the best ones that I've ever opened. I had one the other day when I made a curried lentil, and it was very watery. This is all milky, which is what it should be. Because panna cotta is normally like a creamy gelatin, and this is what we want, is a creamy coconut milk. So all we're doing here on the stove is getting this so that it's warm and we get that sugar dissolved. I've already poured off my gelatin into a little dish here, which I'll show you, and I put in 2 tablespoons of water. So we're just leaving that set while I warm this up and dissolve the sugar. We don't want this to come to a boil. Again, all of the ingredients go in there except for the gelatin. We're just warming it up to dissolve the sugar. Then we're going to dump the gelatin in. I'll bring you back for that step. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, that sugar is dissolved now. And I'm going to turn the stove off. Now, if you have an electric stove, I would suggest that you move it off of the heat because you don't want that warming up anymore. I have a gas stove. Now I'm going to put in my gelatin, and we want to get that dissolved. So I'm just going to mix that around until the gelatin dissolves. You'll notice that it's sort of gelled up, but the warmth of this will dissolve that gelatin. So I'm just going to keep stirring that until the gelatin's all incorporated, and then we'll be ready to start pouring these in the molds. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, so we have the pan here. What I've done is I've greased my molds with a little bit of butter. You may not need to do that. They're silicone. They're supposed to be non-stick. I just don't like to take a chance. And I find that if you spray it with oil, it just dissolves down the bottom. But as you can see, that hard gelatin is fully incorporated into my mix. And now we're ready to pour them into the molds. So this should be, I'm just going to use this quarter cup measure. I'm going to make sure I have a little bit of pineapples in each one. And I'm just going to pour some of that into the mold. Now you can fill these so that they're almost full, but not quite. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of them. Then I'll bring you back as we're ready to get cooking. So there you have it, folks, all filled up. That was the perfect amount for this recipe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal these up really good. We don't have to worry about them raising. This is Jello. It's Pana Cotta, actually. I'm going to seal those up good with the Instant Pot. Get on there nice and tight. And you got to be careful that you don't spill these. So I'm going to get my handy dandy, whatever you want to call this, thingamajiggy, and we're going to use that to lift it in. So I'm going to get that Instant Pot set up, put a cup of water in it, then I'll bring you back to show you the cook time. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, the basket's lowered in with the panna cotta. We have a cup of water in there that's hot. We've set the Instant Pot to 2 minutes. We have our lid on. It's set on pressure or on seal. And now we're going to press that start button. So we're going to cook it for 2 minutes on high pressure. Then we're going to let it naturally release for 10. So stay tuned. I'll bring you back once it comes out. Okay, folks, the 10 minutes is up. I'm going to release that pressure. Press that cancel button. Release the pressure. And then I'll bring you back for an overhead look. Okay, folks, so here's what they look like. And to be honest with you, not much difference than when we put them in. I can tell you, the heating them up in there and cooking them has brought out the aroma. They smell delicious. Remember, this is gelatin. So gelatin needs to sit in the fridge. I remember when I was a kid and used to buy the Jello powder and mix it up with the hot water and the cold water, and then you put it in the fridge for 2 or 3 hours. And you used to have shortcuts where you put some ice cubes in it. We're going to leave this sit in the fridge the old-fashioned way for about 2 hours. You've already seen what they look like right up front, but we're going to taste them afterwards. So again, I'm going to let these cool for about 15 minutes. I'm going to wrap them up with tin foil, put them in the fridge for about 2 hours, and then we're going to taste them. Stay tuned. This is going to be delicious. Okay, folks, here we are. We've got the pineapple coconut Pana Cotta. First time I've ever made it. First thing I want to say is the recipe said 2 hours in the fridge. I'll let you know that was a lie. So it wasn't. So just to prepare you, if you make this, we're going to taste it, find out if it's good. If you're seeing this, it is. Because if it's not good, I'm just going to throw this whole video away. It'll be wasted. But this took 4.5 hours in the fridge. And it could probably set for a little bit longer, but it's held well. It looks creamy. I've never had Pana Cotta before, so I don't even know if I'm going to like it. But again, it's pineapple coconut Pana Cotta. And it's going to be healthier too, because typically, I did some research on it. I looked up afterwards while I was waiting 4 hours. What is a Pana Cotta? And apparently it's a creamy Italian dessert that uses heavy cream. We use coconut milk, so it's going to be a lot healthier than using heavy cream. So let's go in. Oh, pineapple crunch. So there's a spoonful. Let's see if you can see that. Okay. Oh, wow. It is creamy. It's like Jello, but with a creamy texture to it, and it's soft. And then the pineapples, and they're not hard. The pineapples soften because they cooked with it, and you get that coconut flavor and the pineapple flavor. Wow, that is delicious. I've still got a little bit left of that, but I'm going to get another one out. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be I probably won't upload the next recipe that I'm going to do tomorrow because I have another one to upload, Mary Brown's chicken review. But I asked ChatGPT because I have some leftover coconut milk and I have some leftover pineapples, a lot of them. So I asked ChatGPT to give me an idea of what I could use those up on. So I've got another dessert recipe coming up that'll probably be on Friday because tomorrow's going to be Mary Brown's. And I had a Mary Brown's Big Mary today. Uh, yeah, it sounds ominous, but you'll see how good it was tomorrow. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I've been trying to keep these short, so apart from this long ending, this was 7 minutes and 30 seconds of actual cook time. So nice and condensed, simple, few ingredients. Again, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and I'd encourage you to look, if this is your first time visiting my channel and watching my videos, then have a look at my playlist when you have time. And if this is something that you want to continue watching, then please consider subscribing. I'm going to do all the work and experimentation for you. Use ChatGPT to find simple, easy recipes with very few ingredients. So thank you very much for watching, Jamie. I'm going to dip up another one of these. And yeah, signing off. This is really, this is my second favorite next to cheesecake. It's good.